The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs. One thing the Victor Valley College Rams would like to improve upon is balanced consistency in their scoring attack from start to finish throughout an entire game. The team's standard operating procedure has been for high-scoring players to take turns, one game to the next, being the go-to guy. In this case, two Rams top scorers took their turns first half, then the second half, in the 81-70 victory over Cuyamaca. It was Garrett White the first half, connecting on 6 from three-point range en route to 20 first-half points as VVC built up a 48-27 first-half lead over the visiting Coyotes. Then Tristen Angelo scoring 10 of the team's first 12 points the second half as the Rams went on to hold on and register their 4th win of the season. Both Victor Valley College and Cuyamaca are undermanned when the Rams host the Coyotes this first Saturday of the new year. Cuyamaca suits up 7 for the game. The Rams have 8 in uniform. The Coyotes out of El Cajon settle in against the Rams' zone. Spencer Smith's 3 the first points of the game. Garrett White takes the pass from twin brother Greg and ties the game at 3, 90 seconds in. It's the Texas twin tornado tandem again. Garrett White beyond the arc, 6-5 VVC. Greg White is the playmaker and defensive specialist, not one looking to put his own points on the board, but he will penetrate the Coyotes' defense and get the shooter's touch on this shot. It is 8-5 Rams. The Rams work the ball around and work the clock. Aubrey Fisher, 4, cross court to Greg White, who rapid fires to beat the shot clock. Joe Rushing gets the offensive rebound and puts it in, and it is tied at 11. 5 minutes in. This play erases the last Coyotes lead in this contest. Joe Rushing again, 13-11 Rams. Garrett White to Tristen Angelo to Aubrey Fisher and back to Garrett White, whose 3 makes it 16-11 and prompts a timeout by the Coyotes. We are at the 13:30 mark of the first half. Tristen Angelo on the breakaway, and it is 18-11 Victor Valley College. A little greater emphasis by Tristen Angelo putting this one away, and the Rams' lead is up to 9, 20-11. Joe Rushing gets the entry pass from Matthew Duty and scores in the paint to make it 22-13. We are midway through the first half. Greg White finds Garrett White on the inbounds pass, and the 6'2 sophomore sinks another from beyond the arc, 25-13. Ryan Katz is 15 to Garrett White, back to Katz, inside to Matthew Duty, back out and around to Garrett White. His 4th 3 of the first half brings the VBC lead to 13, 28-15. Aubrey Fisher to Tristen Angelo, Garrett White, and in to Joe Rushing, who hits again, and it is 33-15. The far-reaching impact of this next sequence is impossible to determine at this point. The Rams again moving the ball around and into the Coyote zone, but you see Joe Rushing slip and go down. Tristen Angelo misfires, trying to beat the shot clock, but play is halted as Joe Rushing stays down. Early diagnosis will be a deep hamstring pull. The 6'5 sophomore and Rams' leading rebounder on the season departs with 10 points and VVC leading by 16. It's 35-19 with 4.5 to play in the first half. Matthew Duty finds Garrett White in the corner for another 3, and the Rams' advantage is 38-21. Brian Katz on the breakaway, reverse layup by the 6'2 Silverado sophomore, and it is a 19-point VVC lead, 42-23. Tough play for Tristen Angelo, who follows his shot and tips it in to make it 44-25. Tristen Angelo, in more typical manner, 46 25. Typical unselfish play to close out first half scoring. Garrett White to Tristen Angelo to Aubrey Fisher underneath. The first half ends with Victorville College on top by 21, 48-27. It will be Tristen Angelo, the second half, carrying the bulk of the Rams' scoring. This basket makes it 50-27. Then 52-27, and some might begin to believe there is no way the Coyotes can claw their way back into this game and overcome a 25-point Rams lead. The next Tristen Angelo basket follows 4 unanswered Coyotes points. It is 54-31. Another Tristen Angelo basket. The Victorville College lead is back up to 22, 56-34. And when Tristen Angelo scores to make it 58-36, those some may be convinced the Rams will somehow keep putting points on the board. But the Coyotes have tracked the Rams' track record and keep coming back little by little. It still seems inconceivable that a 20-plus points lead could be squandered, and when Tristen Angelo's cross-court assist sees Garrett White connect from beyond the arc, the lead is back up to 21 with 12.5 minutes remaining. The Rams continue to exercise patience and good ball movement against the Coyotes' zone. Matthew Duty kicks it back out to Greg White, whose 3 makes the lead 19. It is 67-48 at the 11-minute mark. The next 7 minutes will see Cuyamaca score 14 unanswered points. This Coyotes slam dunk on points off turnover. It's becoming obvious a Rams win is no longer a slam dunk. It is 67-62 with 4 minutes to play. The Rams will have gone 9 minutes without a field goal, and the Coyotes have added 2 more points to their total when Garrett White's 3 breaks the Cuyamaca run and puts VVC up 70-64 at the 2:47 mark. Garrett White will finish with 26. If the Rams are to finish off the Coyotes, they'll have to do it from the free throw line. Greg White hits the first of a 1-and-1, and it is 71-64. The 5'10" sophomore returns to the line and cashes in on both ends of this 1-and-1. The second builds the Rams' lead back up to 9, 73-64, just over a minute left to play. Matthew Duty comes up with the loose ball and gets it up court to Tristen Angelo, who slams it down and puts the Rams up 75-66. Tristen Angelo will add 2 free throws to his points total to score 24 on the night. The Rams' final 6 points come from the free throw line. Greg White hits 2 more, giving him 10 points. Cuyamaca freshman Aubrey Fisher scores the final 2 points of the contest, and the final score has the Rams win going away 81-70. 20 of Garrett White's team-high 26 come in the first half. 16 of Tristen Angelo's 24 in the second half.
Do you feel your role has changed as the personnel has changed a little bit?
A little bit. We all got to score more, pass more, play better. We just got to keep working as a team, moving the ball, playing together, and we'll be good going into conference. That's all we got to do.
Coming in, what did you feel? What's your role on this team, Tristen?
I'm a scorer facilitator, so I got to get in the middle, create for me, myself, and my teammates. So I just got to make sure I keep the ball moving and that we're doing good.
Victorville College enters conference play with a trio of players averaging 13 points a game, and each capable of exploding for 30 to 40-point single-game performances. Joe Rushing's 43-point outburst in a tourney win against Miramar, the top individual game for a Ram so far this season. Tristen Angelo's, the freshman out of DME Academy in Redlands, Angelo's season high is 30 against San Bernardino Valley. Garrett White scored his season high 26 in the win over Cuyamaca. The Rams compete this season in the 6-member Western State East Division Athletic Conference alongside the Antelope Valley Marauders, Barstow Vikings, Citrus Owls out of Glendora, Glendale Gauchos, and LA Valley Monarchs. Citrus enters conference play with a 15-4 record. Antelope Valley is 12-6. Glendale 9-7. Barstow College 7-9. LA Valley is 6-9. The Community Table Restaurant Online Sports Report. Action highlights brought to you by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting Victor Valley teams and athletic programs.